It was going on by SSVG here. Welcome to another Unturned suggestion video. Thank you for today. Today I'm gonna be talking about ranger weapons and how they can, be add new ranger weapons because ever since the AUG Full Start Night became multi-caliber, so they can take military and ranger. I feel like ranger guns are now less interesting now, just like it was before. And here's a suggestion thingy I made that could fix that for good. Like, these guns are Russian, they can't use military weapons, and yeah, let's get right into this. I'll also be posting this in the Unturned forum. I'll leave a link to the post in the description so you can join the discussion, but you can also discuss in the comments. So let's start. So for right now, the Zubeknikov is the only ranger ammunition only gun, and I fought up three other weapons because we need to look for we need to look for counterparts, ranger equivalents to the Eagle Fire, Honey Badger, and Heartbreaker. So let's start off with the Eagle Fire. So a ranger weapon that I thought up that could be a great counterpart to the Eagle Fire that only takes ranger ammunition. But after doing some research, I figured it would be great to add the AN-94 to the game. The AN-94 takes the same ammo as the Zubeknikov, and in real life fires a 2-round burst at 1800 rounds per minute. It can also fire an automatic at only 600, but because it fires better, it's better used in burst than in automatic. I think it's gonna be a great burst only gun to the game, and this gun can easily be adjusted to fire 3-round burst instead of a 2-round 1800 RPM burst. So yeah, that's basically a Russian equivalent to the Eagle Fire. And now let's look for a Russian equivalent to the Honey Badger. While I was doing research for this one, I thought up two pretty solid equivalents in my opinion. We have the ASVAL and the SR3M. Now the ASVAL is an integral suppressed assault rifle that fires at 900 rounds per minute, which it literally makes that a Russian honey badger. But one thing I've come to realize is that the Russian side, the Ranger side, already has an integrally suppressed weapon, and that's the Matamoras. So I thought, why not add the SR3M instead? This gun is not going to be integrally suppressed, and it's gonna be able to fit in your secondary slot and take ranger ammunition. The SR3M is basically a unsuppressed ASVAL firing at the same rate and using the same ammo. And yeah, I think it would make a great choice in my opinion. I think it's a better choice than the ASVAL because the Metamoris is already an integrally suppressed weapon. And the SR3M and the Metamoris are also kind of the same gun, but I don't think the SR3M should take, Metamoris ammunition. But it's a fun thing I like to add on top of that. So now that we have the honey badger out of the way, I think it's a good idea we add a counterpart to the heartbreaker. But literally every time I kept doing research on this, I could not think of any other gun that isn't the Zubeknikov or AK-47 because both of them fire at a low rate of fire, and yeah, both of them are generally known to hit harder than a Maple Strike, for example. So I thought, why don't we just make the Zubeknikov a counterpart to the Heartbreaker by lowering its fire rate and increasing its damage? Because I know that right now the Zubeknikov is the fastest firing assault rifle, but also the least damaging. So why don't we make it one of the slowest firing assault rifles, like the Heartbreaker and AUG, but deal more damage? And now you're probably wondering if the Zubeknikov becomes a counterpart to the Heartbreaker. What about a counterpart to the Maple Strike? And that's something that I realized as well, and I kind of thought up. And I was like, why don't we just add the AK-12 to the game? The AK-12 fires way faster than the Zubeknikov at 700 rounds per minute, and it's basically a modern version of the Zubeknikov. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice gun. It's currently undergoing trials for in the Russian army, but I'd say it's best, make the Zubeknikov or the AK-12 a counterpart to the Maple Strike, and I think that would be a great idea because the Zubeknik the AK-12 fires at around the same rate I'm stuttering so hard right now. It fires at the same rate of the Maple Strike, and it's also a modern version, just like a more modern version, just like the Maple Strike. And yeah, I think it will make a solid counterpart to the Maple Strike. And that pretty much wraps up my suggestions for to make ranger weapons great again, more viable, other than just because the AUG, the FAMAS, and the Nitro got swapped to multi-caliber, and I think they should stay multi-caliber. I think it's a pretty solid. I think Nelson did a good job at making those guns multi-caliber. But yeah, now I'm doing this video to suggest making the Ranger guns great again because those guns got swapped to multi-caliber. So yeah, I am open to discussions, criticism. Just leave it in the comments or reply to the forum posts. I'll leave a link to the Unturned forum in the description so you can join in the conversation as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this suggestion. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, leave a like if you enjoyed. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.